ask me how to best use Google Scholar. What happens often is that students enter in a general search term and they get a ton of sources that aren't really useful to them, or they don't have access to the actual source. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips. Hopefully these will help you. So let's say you're writing about the woolly mammoth and you want to find more about cloning. Well, one of my tips is to enter in PDF after the search terms, because that way you have more access to peer-reviewed articles and articles that you can actually pull up. You still will get a ton of sources just by entering a general search term. So one of the things you could do is specify the date, especially if you're writing about a scientific topic. So I'm going to do 2020. So notice how you still have a lot of sources, so you're still going to have to sift through a ton of sources unless you really specify your topic. But I'm going to go ahead and look through some of the sources here about the woolly mammoth. And I find one right here, and it says full view. What that means is you're going to have access to that complete article. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And notice that the PDF of the article, the complete article, is there. So I'm going to move back. But let's say you find an article that's really interesting to you, but unfortunately, you don't have access to the complete article. So for example, I just pulled up this article through Google Scholar, and it looks really interesting to me. But the problem is, I don't have the access to the full article. I only have access to the abstract, and that's not going to be very useful to you. So what I like to do is I take the title of the article, I go to my library, I enter in the article into the general search term, I click on search, and I generally will find the article through the library. And so all I have to do is look through the databases, choose which one sounds best to me, and there you go. You have access to the full article. This doesn't happen all the time, but often you can find the article that you find on Google Scholar through your library. I hope this helps.